remember reading about pretty much what Spacegoon is saying. They had to make an algorithm to do some of the animations because they didn't have time to fix them before release, if I recall correctly. Yeah, would make a lot of sense. So yeah, like I said, that's pretty normal for it's pretty normal for game creation to work that way. Because like, there's no reason for you to like clean up the facial animations until right before release, anyways. Because it doesn't help you in creating the game.
Slayers! War of vengeance!
War of vengeance.
King! Kill Urks!
Yeah, I need another 6 months. Oh, they're gonna come over here? Alright, that's cool.
Go!
Go!
Move now! Move now!
That's also true. Yeah. Like, Apex Legends is the most complete AAA title that's been released in a long fucking time, it seems like. It's bad when people are amazed that when a game comes out, it's out. Like, I don't know how many times I saw people asking in like chats and stuff like that, is this early access? No, this game is like released. This is actually the game. And not because it looked bad, but because people were just expecting it to be some kind of like early access project.
Nothing can stop us.
Because that's the way every freaking game works nowadays. Is it gets released like 7 times. Alright, let's charge on in here. Alright, you guys go after those black orcs. You guys go after that. Let's go over there. Let's get on top of that. Go in there. Push you up. The thing that fucks me off most about EA are Sims DLC and FIFA. As an Englishman, FIFA is one of the biggest games in the country. They change the fuck all every year because they need to keep it going. Right, FIFA every year for 10 years plus until now. I've realized it'll be worth the wait, like 5 years to try again. Yeah, the whole FIFA thing is pretty disgusting. The hilarious thing is when they tried to do the FIFA and the Madden thing with like with a lot of core gamers when they created Star Wars Battlefront. That's when they got all the backlash. Like, EA was legitimately confused because they had been doing that exactly what they did with Battlefront with their sports games for years, and they were selling fine and everybody was fine. They were good. People just would buy it, not ask questions. But then they would try to release a Star Wars game with the same like marketing, and everybody freaking lost their crap because they like aren't the people that buy sports games normally. So, but yeah, EA was legitimately confused as to what the problem was for a while because, like I said, they've been doing that. They've been doing it for years with both Madden and FIFA. It was fine then. What the hell's wrong with people? That's true. Near 2 was completed. Near 2 was completed upon release. When was that released? Actually, yeah, it's been out for a little while, hasn't it? Go! Sims DLC being nearly the same price as the actual game is fucking disgusting. It's a kid's game. Yeah, well, they found a market where people will spend the money. Simulator games in general have like horrendous DLC. Instead of releasing a new game, they should be giving a DLC with season 2018, 19, etc. updates. Well, now with the release of season passes that cost fucking twice as much as the actual game does upon release, maybe we'll see that too. Do you see the frickin' Dead or Alive 6 season pass? Season pass 1? Came out late 2017. Okay, it's not too bad. Is Nier actually considered a AAA title, though? Explain. Okay, so the Dead or Alive 6 Season Pass is, I believe, $92 and some cents. It's over $90. I think it's $92. And that's just Season Pass 1. And the game itself is $60. So the DLC costs, like, half again as much as the fucking game does. And that's only one. That's Season Pass 1. Yep. Extra characters, all the alternative costumes, again, because titties. Yep. Yep. Well, I mean, it's fighting games in general. Like, so DOA 5 has like $1.2 thousand worth of DLC in it as well. So fighting games do this a lot because they can exploit people because people have main characters that they like to play. People want to play dress up. They can release new characters and stuff like that mess with the meta, so people want to play them. Yeah, it's just all kinds of things that stack up in fighting games that then equate to like thousands of dollars worth of DLC. And now, instead of having you retroactively pay for it, they're throwing out that they're just throwing out $90 right off the bat. All right, buy our game for $60, then pay another $90. It's cool, right? Stop buying EA games after Battlefield 1. Probably a good choice. Then I knew they built this template for games I saw it in Hardline, and Battlefield 1 just proved it. Since then, I banned EA games. I haven't played an EA game in fucking forever. It's not solidly because I'm like boycotting them. Like, I mean, I probably should be, honestly. Like, but they just kept releasing games that are not complete, so why would I play them? You know? Exorbitant prices, incomplete games, why would I buy them? It's like, even without being like, I'm actively boycotting them, there's no reason for me to purchase these games. You know? I actually enjoy Battlefield 1. I thought Battlefield 5 was because World War II I bought Battlefield 5 because World War II fascinates me. Luckily, I refunded it as I was downloaded because I came to my senses. Right. I mean, Battlefield 5 is a fine game, but it's not a World War II game, really. It's got World War II things in it, but it's more kind of like a fantastical, sort of like Quentin Tarantino reimagining of World War II. Honestly, Quentin Tarantino is probably a little bit more, like, true to form in some cases. Miss the old Battlefields. A lot of people do. Nobblers are cruel-minded, and their ability to do harm is only limited to their lack of physical strength. In battle, a large group of nobblers can be, if not exactly formidable, but at least a bit dangerous. So the nobblers might not have the worst morale in the world, or at least they might have decent, like, melee attack or something. It'd be interesting to see what the stats actually are on those units when they come out. He says as if he knows exactly what is going to be released, which I do not. But, again, there's only so many factions left in the Warhammer Fantasy universe, so I'd be insanely surprised if Orc Kingdoms were not one of the released factions.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
Last sentence was a complete mess and disaster. better start speaking English. That's fine, man. No worries. Well, honor is all, I guess. Alright, what do we got? We need to raid any region belonging to the Green Subs tribes. Can do. Can do. Alright.
I grow restless.
Wow, we're actually getting a pretty decent sized army, and still we have a good amount of cash coming in, so that's freaking dope. Might. For me, it takes something special for me to buy an EA game. It'd take Dead Space 4 or something like that. It'd take Dead Space 4 and then Dead Space 4 not being a complete mess. Like, Dead Space 4 would have to come out, and then it would have to be out, and then people would actually have to, like, praise it. Frenzy, low melee defense infantry, or absolute useless chaff units. Time will tell.
Onward.
Right?
Forwards.
The problem with putting Frenzy on a unit that might have low morale is Frenzy goes away once your morale
Yes, the Slayer King.
bottoms out. Or goes below 50. Which is one of the problem with Rat Ogres is the morale obviously goes away. Yikes. 14 turns for 14 turns for growth level 4, and we're currently kicking like massive amounts of growth per turn at 76. Enough cash, never enough. Now we move for my gunbat. Yeah, that's where we're going.
The Slayer in me seeks
We got our Rangers now. Rangers! And these guys are actually going to go suicide on Grand Peak. If they actually take Grand Peak, that'll be good for us, because then we can take Mount Gunbad and then swing back and take Grand Peak from them. These big guns are going to be annoying, but we have archers now, so that will fix a lot of our problems.
I am the Slayer.
Gunbad, bow good. Did you research the extra 10 growth? I did. I did indeed. That's one of the earlier texts that I got, because I knew that I was going to need it. I hope they actually update Chaos to have more specialized units for each god. Me too. Chaos needs some mix-up. I like Chaos, but they need to get shaken up a bit. They're too single-focused. Like, everybody plays Chaos the same, and pretty much every Chaos campaign is the same. They need to get some more mechanics, and they need to get some more units, and potentially have their entire, like, building tree rearranged. I feel like they need a good stern looking at. Not as bad as the Greenskins do, because at least they're a mostly playable faction. But if they want to make Chaos fun and dynamic, they're gonna need to put more thought into it. Yeah, go get them. Go get Grand Peak. Yeah, they took it back. Sweet. Alright, there's another guy that I need to kill. Remember the old Xbox 360 Warhammer game where they had specialized Chaos units? What the frick? What was that game called? I mean, Chaos does have specialized units, so they do exist. Like, they're just not in the game, really. There are some mods that do some pretty extensive additions to Chaos. Don't remember. Fair enough. PlayStation Warhammer game Fire Warrior. That was awesome. I do not. I missed out on that one, I guess. But you could choose which god to worship as the Ever-Chosen. Dope. Let's see, what is the garrison looking like here now? Oops, wrong thing. Okay, now I got Slayers, Longbeards, Thunderers, yeah, okay. Yeah, we're looking a lot better. A lot healthier over here at Karak Kadrin.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
Alright, keep walking.
Yes, my oath.
Wander on. I got Fire Warrior just right next to me for the PC. Nice. Nice. I need to play Dark Omen again on stream. I played it a while, like a couple years ago on stream. But I feel like revisiting Dark Omen would be really, really cool to do now. I hated Fire Warrior. It was so clunky to play. I wish they would make a more fleshed out, like Kingdom Under Fire again. It'd be cool to have a more Total War type game, but in the Kingdom Under Fire universe. I think that'd be freaking awesome. Still give you like the ability to like go in and fight with your lord or whatever, but also allow you to like do overhead camera for better control of your shit. That game was very hard to control, but very fun. He loved it because he liked it Tau. You know, I was just about to start 40k as Tau back then, so I liked it okay. A game full of flaws, but still fun. It's one of the things. It's always cool when you get a video game. I mean, it's annoying that there's flaws in the first place, but the fact that the game is fun enough that you just are like, fuck the flaws, I don't care, I'm playing this game. You know. Which would mean if they didn't have the flaws, it would be freaking insanely awesome. So just told me she likes BB-8 more than R2-D2. Am I right to be pissed? Probably.
One rag.
Get disproportionately angry. Do it.
Aye, but the axe of Dargo demands blood.
Send me to battle. Alright, now the question is, do I just go after these armies right now? Or do I jump it? Or do I jump them and take Mount Gunbad and then go after these armies?
I'm not gonna die standing here.
I think I'm just gonna go after Mount. I think I'm just gonna jump these armies and go after Mount Gunbad while they fight vampires. It's BB-8. BB-8's the roller ball droid thing from the new Star Wars. I'm about to start collecting Tau this summer, unless the new Chaos lineup is interesting. What's the, is it or Tau the space liberal weebs or whatever? Is that what I think I've heard them referred to as before? Or space communist weebs? I think the Market Chaos game is what got me interested in the whole war building games. I think,
what brings you to the halls of my ancestors?
I think it was Dune that initially got me interested in the whole, like, war RTS building game thing. Fucking Dune was awesome. It looks like ass these days. Like, I would love for there to be a new Dune game. Both because Dune as a fantasy setting is freaking awesome, and also because the Dune games were cool. Oh right, that thing I mean, I hated all the droids in Star Wars movies. Here comes the rage. Problem I have with Chaos at tabletop right now is that I can't really play the actual Chaos Marines. It's all cultists and demon engines, possibly Terminators. Fucking demon engines are cool. That stuff's pretty neat. Dune 1 was awesome. Yeah. I mean, like I said, the Dune universe is pretty dope. Pretty dope, just in general.
Runes of spite and death.
Are you a Fremen?
Aye. Aye, I'll move.
Aye, I'll move. Rome Total War was your first RTS? Not a bad one to start with. I mean, a lot of people freaking really like the original Rome. Again, probably one of my lesser Total War games as far as, like, favorites go. But I still enjoyed it. Preferred a lot of the other earlier Total War titles. Yeah, trading. Well, hang on a second. Actually, we want to build a trading depot over at Karak Kadrin. Let's build a field here, actually. Nothing compares to Warhammer 2. I mean, Warhammer 2 is pretty solid. For sure. Yeah, well, Shogun was the original Total War game. My first Total War game was Medieval 1, and I went back and played Shogun. Dune was an RTS, an adventure game? There's a Dune RTS. Shogun was your first one? It's made by good old Westwood. May they rest in peace. Ugh. Yeah, I think it was Dune 2000. I think was the actual name of the game. Dune and Total Annihilation. Yeah, I never actually played Total Annihilation. I have known people that have played Total Annihilation and like absolutely like swear by it, but I never actually got into that one. Barley fields constructed. With no multiple selection box, move each unit one by one was the case only. Also, basically no pathing. Actually, I didn't even know if Dune 2000 had any pathing at all, now that I think about it. Might have had the Warcraft 1 and 2 thing where you had to like lead units by the hand around shit. It's been such a long time since I played it. Did anybody play the Dynasty Warriors RTS game? I can't remember what it's called or whether it was even technically an RTS.
The Slayer in me seeks
Doesn't
death.
sound familiar. Well, actually, I think I might know what you're talking about, and I may have played a little bit of it, but I don't specifically remember. Shit on Dynasty Warriors.
I grow restless.
Okay, so
My vows will be satisfied.
those guys are busy over there fucking on shit with the vampires. Your first RTS over Dagger was Warcraft 3 and Red Alert. Red Alert's a fucking fantastic game too. Westwood Defenders of the Realm was amazing, even though I had it on cassette tape. 20-minute load up. Holy shit. Spree Commander was so fun. That game didn't have crap memory leaks. I would still comp stomp that game. Yeah, there's a lot of people that really liked.
The runes are ready.
That really liked.
I'll surround the
There we
enemy
go.
in dark rooms.
Supreme Commander,
I am the Slayer King.
which is another series I actually have never gotten around to playing. Unfortunately. Keston was an RTS. It's the sole reason you're excited. Alright, so who are these guys allied with and who are they at war with? Okay, they're currently just at war with the vampires. You know what, I'm gonna go to the vampires and say, hey vampires, what if I joined wars against the Bloody Spears? What would you say then? You dig it? Alright, sweet. Well, I'm gonna join the war against them and go kill them then.
The Slayer in me seeks death.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. Red Alert's a masterpiece, and its movie cutscenes. The cutscenes are so good in Red Alert and Red Alert 2. And Yuri's Revenge, which obviously the expansion to Red Alert 2. Yeah, the Warcraft 1 disc in my garage. I love the game so much. OG Command and Conquer. Yeah, I really enjoyed original Command and Conquer and Tiberian Sun, despite that game being hard as crap.
Ready to serve!
Ready to serve. Wow, we've completely ruined their walls.
For the High King! The clans unite!
Alright.
Hungry mind
You guys on 3, I guess. And in we go, go, go.
Move now!
Move now.
Rage far, rage fast!
Let's go, boys.
Through.
Yeah, good old Tiberian Sun. Not Brotherhood, the Sting. Commodore 64 games took 20 minutes to load up, so you really had to want to play the game. So you just had no saves. Yeah, I had a C64 as well. I just pretty much loaded everything off floppy. I never really had a game that used the cartridges for the Commodore. But yeah, floppy disks also took for fucking ever. Listen to the freaking drive go. Alright, where are the... There are the big ones. There we go. War of honor is at stake.
Axes out! The clans unite! Castle! Reach for, reach fast! Yes, yes!
Go. Actually, you guys cut over and hit these dudes, please. ZX Spectrum, best game. Lotus the Spirit. It was a 3D game. Actual 3 dimensions. Cinex Red Alert was super good. Yeah, groundbreaking stuff. Like the way that they got like Tiberium Sun to work on like CDs and stuff essentially was completely groundbreaking at the time as well, because like CDs were seen mostly as a mass storage device, but had very like slow like load times, so they had to do a lot of stuff to actually make a game run properly off of compact discs at the time. But that allowed them to have a lot more like higher quality video in the game, because clearly it was like a single CD is like the equivalent to like 200 some floppy disks or some shit. So they're able to do a lot more just in general. Only strategy game by Koei are the Kessen series and ROTTK. Kessen is more like Total War though. That shit sounds pretty familiar. But yeah, I can't really say that if I've played any Kessen games. I think maybe like one time. I think I might have like rented one or some shit. Axes out, lads. Nothing can stop us. They have wronged us. Slayers. Well, kind of 3D. It's 3D as it gets. Battle of Middle-earth was lit. It's apparently hard to find these days, so I hear. Yeah, a lot of people like Battle for Middle-earth, from my understanding. Like, it's one of those games that I hear brought up a lot. I mean, Battle for Middle-earth was good. But yeah, it's certainly a lot of people's favorite. So many people that would play that game again, obviously, if it was more easily accessible, or if they made another one, people would probably cream their pants. Appreciated Windows XP to be able to run Battle for Middle-earth? Probably. You probably, what you would do is you would have a virtual box made up that runs Windows XP. Not cartridges, actual cassette tapes. Slowly turn. Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of something different because there were like those slots in the back of the keyboard that you would plug shit into. Am I thinking of the same thing, Saul? But yeah, I don't have much experience with those. I pretty much just use the big floppy disks for everything I played on this Commodore, so I'm not sure if I'm talking about the same thing you're talking about, or if this is something different. This is great. I think it was the first game with heroes that took important parts with their spells. Guessing had spells. That was years later. Okay, gotcha. All right, so the Commodore that I played on was much newer than the Commodore you played on. Tracking. Yeah, I imagine so. I just wasn't sure if it was the same technology you were with that I was familiar with. Gotcha. All right, so my old laptop then, I still got XP. Oh, 60? Well, that would explain it. Still got XP on it, though that old thing will die at any moment if I ever power it up again. I'm not even powered up in like 10 years. Maybe like 15. So if you start it up, it might just start on fire. Alright, well that's Mount Gunbad. Thank you.
I grow restless.
Thank you for the city. I do appreciate it. There we go. We hit the levels we can start getting Slayer King, which give him another 10 melee attack to my Slayer units. Let's get rid of this. We'll leave this for the moment. And we will we'll combine as many Slayers as we can.
The Slayer in me seeks death.
And then we will get rid of a Slayer unit here, and then we're gonna pick up. Well, actually, hang on.
I must fulfill my
Get rid of a couple Slayers, and then we will pick up some Grudge Throwers for the moment. Top 3 favorite films. Well, number 1 for me is definitely Time Bandits. But 2 and 3. What would they be? I don't know. There's a lot of films that could fall in there. I don't know. The frickin' Two Towers, Lord of the Rings is pretty damn solid. I'm not sure if that'd be 2 or 3, but I think that probably goes in there. I really, really enjoy that movie. Actually, no. Yeah, that would probably be 3. Dust Boot would be definitely number 2. So, Time Bandits, Dust Boot, and then probably Two Towers. I think that would be my 3. Maybe it would be different if I thought about it more, but that's just off the top of my head. Off the cuff, as it were.
Aye.
Alright. I'm going to run this turn, and then I am going to go use the latrine. I'll be right back, chat. Thank you guys for such wonderful conversation. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are having a fun time. But I must urinate, he said uncouthly, leaving the room. Brazil. Oh, fucking Brazil. Life of Brian. Life of Brian is amazing as well, yeah. Basically, applying a list of films I want my significant other to watch, but my memory so fucking sucks. I'm trying to get some good ideas. Fair enough. Also, Saving Private Ryan is amazing. As far as war films go. Looking for war. I mean, Dust Boot is obviously a fucking war film and a half as well. It's also like 3 hours long, so I'm not exactly sure if that's something you want to get into with her, but... Who just united against us? Oh, the Man Blight tribe? Okay. Okay.
I have the loon's
Sure.
duty is never done.
That's gonna cost 7,000 for that, but it will give me 1,500 a turn. I think we just get rid of that now. Put walls up.
Ah, to die in battle.
And we're just gonna head down this way.
The Slayer in me seeks death.
Schindler's List. Lord of the Rings 2 Towers. I know, third, maybe Green Mile. Oh, hello. Well, Karak Kadrin might actually be able to defend against this. Depends on where these guys go. Of course, these beastmen had to show up like right at my freaking doorstep. Can't watch Saving Private Ryan anymore. We watched it like 5,000 times in school. Ah, fair enough. United against us. Feature is weird. Yeah, it's a little strange, but you can take advantage of it as a player as well, so... At least it's not one of those features that only works one way. Yeah, I can understand being burned out on it, even it being a good film. You just watch too much of it. Spaceballs and Star Wars are both on the list. I haven't seen Spaceballs in fucking forever. I've seen clips of it within recent years, but like it's been years and years and years since I've actually sat down and watched it. Fucking rat race as well, yeah. Use the Schwartz. I remember when some Savage Orcs invited some Wood Elves to join the battle against me. It's like, did the Savage Orcs send an emissary to Orion? To be fair, though, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing the frickin', God damn it. It would be the weirdest thing that the Wood Elves ever did. Wood Elves are kind of like a loose cannon as far as, like, how they function. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure Karak Kadrin can defend against that army. A little bit Glitterstone Mine.
Let us settle this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. The Cygor is probably going to be our biggest issue here, and we have a decent amount of capability. From a lore perspective, it's super weird. Well, even from a lore perspective, it's not super weird. It's a little weird, but it's not super weird. Like, again, even in lore, the Wood Elves are freaking crazy, off the wall. They team up with all kinds of weird, well, not all kinds of weird factions, but they team up with factions you wouldn't expect them to. Like, if I remember right, they team up with the ogres at one point. They kill dwarves. Yeah, they're just full of murder. Imagine them as Orion tricking them into fighting the dwarves. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
One rag. Got then.
Because yeah, at one point, Orion just basically goes out and murders a shitload of dwarves. Because he's mad about something. I forget what he's angry about, but he's mad about something, so he's just like, Dwarven murder time. I'm like, oh, okay. Ooh, this guy's building him some Black Orcs. Well, and apparently they own part of the Silver Road, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah, it'd be more weird for the Wood Elves to take up arms with the dwarves. Yeah, if they were fought with the Beastmen, that'd be fucking strange. That'd be very strange. Isn't the Witcher Netflix series due this year? It's got to be coming out shortly, or at least relatively shortly. I don't think I've ever seen the Beastmen team up with the Wood Elves. Thank goodness. That, like you said, that'd be very odd. That'd be quite lore-breaking. Oh, good. We got Fortunate. That's nice. It'd be like the freaking dwarves making friends with the greenskins.
I am the Slayer King.
So he's better be rated 18 as fucker. I'm gonna be pissed. Considering the way that The Witcher is, yes, it would be very odd if it wasn't.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
But I guess we'll see. Garrison and Crop Peak as well. I think we should be fine though.
Yes, my oath is intact.
We have a decent amount of Artie. He's got a decent amount of freaking big guns. But we also have a decent amount of ranged to counteract that. And his ranged as well. He's got Black Orcs, but we should be able to chuck some rocks at those guys too. How the fuck is Fellowship of the Ring rated higher than Two Towers in IMDb? Two Towers is kind of depressing. I mean, it's the middle movie, so that's usually when you descend into darkness or whatever, but... So as far as, like, general masses consumption goes, it probably is less liked for that reason.
My doom approaches.
My doom approaches. We're gonna put these out in front, and then we'll push up past them with everyone.
Slayers.
All right, looks good. Probably should put these guys on a number as well.
Demand blood.
But yeah, we'll just walk up. But I want to make sure that we have the range to hit this enemy rock lobber as soon as it gets gets within range. I do actually have 40 more range than it does, which is nice. Yeah, the Giant Slayers will have to focus the Black Orcs. I mean, we already fought some Black Orcs and did okay against them.
Slayers.
I don't know if he's forming the patented long line, or if he's actually decided to just chill. I think he's decided to just chill. He's both forming the patented long line and just chilling. Tend to remember the first one over the most. First out gets the most nostalgia, is my thinking. That's true too. Yeah, I could see that.
Grudge thrower.
Grudge thrower.
Let the vengeance begin.
Commencing vengeance. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's another movie for you, if you've never seen that. I feel like good old Clint the Squint Eastwood. This computer is busily doing like every gyration under the sun, dodging rocks right now. Holy bananas! There's a freaking ballerina out there. He's a maniac on the floor. There we go. Alright, let's smash that grudge thrower then. Or the, not the grudge thrower, the rock lobber. Yeah. Dunk. Dunk, dunk. Alright, so we got some black orcs coming on the right. Let's see, is that where these guys are at? Oh, okay. Shift you guys over then, I guess. Move! Alright. Scoot this stuff up. Scoot you boys up.
War of vengeance. Strike out.
Now that we're obviously in range of the rock lobber, we just need to finish it off. Oof, would you stop chucking shit at me, please? I do not appreciate it. Not one little bit. You guys are on the sides. Yep. Here comes Goblin Wolf Riders directly into Slayers. I have seen better tactical decisions, that's for certain. I mean, it's not like he's got too much of a choice. It's pretty much everything is pretty much just everything is Slayers, so what is he gonna do?
By the Layer's will. Slayers! Take them down.
That rock lobber freaking dealt with yet? Here.
Right! Stop! Deadeye'll get him! Fight! Vengeance! Kazoo! We demand blood!
We demand blood!
No! Get them! Slayers!
Alright. Shift these Slayers up.
Whoa!
Cut on over. Pull all that shit.
Hey!
That up.
They have wronged us! Axes out! Kazook!
We need to defend against these boar boys on that flank. Obviously a bit.
Satisfy the grudge! Take them down!
Where are we at? Here, you guys go there. How we doing here? Slayers are taking a pretty decent walloping.
Axes out, lads!
Alright.
The clans unite!
Let's flip a lot of our range damage onto
Bring your targets well! Go! Bump those dwarven legs!
onto the freaking black orcs here. So giant slayers are currently fighting quite a lot of them. Probably should I loop this guy around as well, if I can.
Bump those dwarven legs!
Fire that shit.
No! Kill orcs! Slayers!
Alright, let's have you slayers run out here also. Alright, giant slayers are getting a little bit scuffed here.
I am the Slayer King!
Need them to back up.
Charge!
Last thing I need to do is lose my freaking slayer, giant slayers here.
Stop!
I can lose regular slayers, that's fine.
I
don't care about them. Here, you come over this way.
Axes out!
Regular slayers, dime a dozen. Just slayer oath fulfilled. Giant slayers in their hand. Okay, there we go. Here, get in on those guys.
Yes! Range far, range fast!
Let's come around this way. I got some fucking fanatics as well. Some of those black orcs are breaking through. It's fine though.
Yes! Move to attack!
You come over here, hit those guys up.
It is a reckoning!
Those poor boys are just about fucking dead.
Slayers! Stop!
Push those Slayers out.
Vengeance!
This giant Slayer's back.
Kill the old splitters! The clans
The
unite!
clans unite.
Kill the old splitters! Nothing can stop us!
Having so much fun now that I can play Mortal Empires properly with a new PC. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Gods!
It's nice to have a freaking PC that can actually run it proper.
Glow. Slayers! No! God! Die!
There we go.
Covenant! Vengeance!
There we go.
Kill herds! Not those two orphan legs!
A little bit of a rum go for front of some of my Slayers in the front line, but we got there. I think I might have lost. Yeah, it looks like I lost 2 Slayer units, maybe 3. Look at all those! Look at those fucking kills, though. I mean, these guys didn't get too many because they were some of the guys that were standing off on the side trying to keep the cab from coming in. Pretty good kill counts otherwise. Hey, I decided to try the greenskins again, get salty and quit 30 turns. Sounds like the greenskin experience. I wish you the best of luck if that's the path you choose.
I grow restless.
Grow restless. Get 1 point wall breaker, I guess. Growth. Yeah, it's just pretty decent. Okay, so Bloody Hands own Karak, and then those guys. How many settlements do the Bloody Spears own? 2? Okay. Well, we knocked them down to 2 settlements, so they shouldn't be able to build Black Orcs anymore. Like, they shouldn't be able to get Black Orcs out of these minor settlements. I'll have to go get Karak back from the frickin' Bloody Hands, I suppose. I suppose.
The Slayer in me seeks death.
Alright. What is your K Bloody Hand strength 1? We'll see. Yeah, they are. Yep. And then the greenskins are 2. Yeah. Oh yeah, we need to. That's right. We need to raid greenskin territory as well. For the Dragon Cloak of Firestar. Which I think is actually... I'm pretty sure this guy's legendary items are pretty darn decent. Slayer Crown. Gets a lot of stats. Melee defense, public order, local province. Recruit rank for Slayer units. Untainted. More chance of intercepting underway movement. The 20% fire resistance isn't all that great, but if there's somebody that's hitting with fire, you'll have 40% resistance with the fire resistance and the ward save. 20% ward save is quite a bit. Another 5 melee defense. As well as a reduction in enemy hero success chance, which is nice. And then obviously the Axe of Dargo, which allows them to have magical attacks and reduces upkeep by 5%. And obviously the extra bonus versus large of 32 on top of what he already has, which is 35. So he's fighting a big unit. He basically just takes its head off. I mean, his melee attack is already 90, and I haven't put any yellow skills in. Okay. Well, I guess that's good. Or at least about as good as it's gonna get. Cult of Pleasure are thankfully nowhere near my ass. For multiple reasons. I prefer that to remain that way. This rate, the Empire is going to take frickin' Drakenhof on me if I don't get my ass over there and start killing vampires. Holy shit, what the hell is this nonsense? The crap? Huh. Interesting. Well, the computers can still build big guns out of those, or we should still be able to build big guns out of the minor cities. So I think he just needs a tier 2 barracks for that. Maybe a tier 3, but he can get a tier 3 barracks in a minor settlement, obviously. Shows how often I play freaking greenskins. Yeah, I think it's tier 3 barracks. Yeah, it is. Fuck me, man, why I make this list? Now I've got 13 films that I want to watch again and 8 TV shows that I want to watch again. You brought this upon yourself. Oaths of loyalty.
What?
This wall's leveled up again.
Aye. My vows will be satisfied with this.
Vows will be satisfied with
I must
this.
fulfill my Slayer oath.
Alright. Well, we very actually can't build anything until we deal with this asshole, but... multiple assholes. I'm reading about Garrisons Goldtooth over Tyrant of the Ogre Kingdoms. He has identical stats to a bloody Stegodon, only swings a bit slower and moves slower, though. He is better at hitting compared to Stegodons. And he's a master briber, so maybe he will be able to play with people's morale by tossing gold on them. I mean, he'll probably have some, like, campaign mechanics based around that, potentially. Like some kind of weird diplomatic shit. Or potentially some kind of weird morale mechanics that he could mess with enemy units before combat or something. Only the original for the Matrix. Yeah, Django's nice too. Lock, Stock, Jurassic Park, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, that's all pretty good stuff. .300 is essentially just a high-octane, like, nonsense movie. It's fun, but... it's enjoyable to watch. It was cool to see on the big screen. Because it's very... it's very special effects heavy, obviously.
Aye.
Sure. Faulty Towers, Avatar, The Last Airbender, Band of Brothers, House, Dexter, Daredevil, Shameless, UK of course, Spartacus, and Sons of Anarchy. Yikes. Yeah, yes, you'll be at it for a while. You're gonna watch all those.